ये तो बिल्कुल वही तरीका है जो कोचेस स्पोर्ट्स पर्सन्स को तैयार करने में लगाते हैं। पहले खूब दौड़ भाग करवाकर खून पसीना निकलवाते हैं और फिर उन्हीं अच्छे रिजल्ट्स पे आपको प्राउड फील करवाते हैं।
मैं बुलाना चाहूँगा एक आर्किटेक्ट, एक लीडर, एक इंस्पिरेशन को वोट ऑफ थैंक्स के लिए। अनन्या सर, प्लीज।
Hello. Guys, can you hear me? Awesome. This is a good way to embarrass me right at the start. All right, well, thank you so much for the opportunity to talk. You're all my captive audience now. So I'm going to give you 3 lessons I learned during this project. So many of you guys have asked where and how the idea of this third space came from. What compelled us to do it? Why now? And why here in Udaipur? Shivani gave you some ideas of how it started. It started off with needing science and engineering education. But then we realized, as we were thinking about a science museum, that we're going to exclude a lot of kids. So we moved on from this very worthy mission of a science and engineering space to talk about needing a place for art, needing a place for craft, for making things. We realized that we need responsible citizens with diverse experiences, knowledge, and with the confidence and the ability to enact change. What we needed was this third space, which is about so much more. It is about society building. And in that story, there's lesson 1. We should never be tied down to ideas. We should allow ourselves to listen to our surroundings, the people around us, have the humility to be able to constantly change our path. Changing your mind when presented with strong arguments is not a sign of weakness, but a sign of strength. It makes our work more meaningful and our goals more attainable. As we sit here, we look around us and find so many things that can be better. Education, healthcare, our roads which are all blocked up today, our open spaces, the quality and diversity of the plant and animal life around us, air quality, water quality, the list goes on and on. We sit and we hope that our government will fix it, that they will somehow make things better. Our expectations as citizens remain partially or completely unmet. And for this, we blame our government, some of whom are in the audience today. The reality is, as in all realities, it's a more nuanced situation. I believe the administration and the government want to do a good job. I believe that we as citizens are not playing our part. The government's revenue from direct and indirect taxation amounts to about 1.5 lakh rupees per citizen of India. Compare that to the United States, that's $18,000. Compare that to the United Kingdom, it's 10 times more. We must accept that the government itself cannot solve our problems. We need India's own solution. We the citizens need to come together and solve these problems. This needs to be independent from the government, but in support of our government, in support of our society itself. Our recovery from the COVID crisis proved that we can come together and we can all make a difference. But they don't need to be huge pieces of work. Small interventions make all the difference. So many young people in the crowd today. You guys can all go out, help schools and hospitals by volunteering time. Clean not just the drive in your own home, but also the road outside. Make sure that the water that you use in your house goes out cleaner than it came in. Make sure that our city is cleaner. And if we do all of this, our city, Udaipur, like Chandrayaan 3, will just shoot up and become amazing. This brings in more funding, it brings in a more capable workforce, and it catalyzes change. This city of ours has the potential to be ranked as one of the greatest cities on earth. It has magic, history, it is blessed with incalculable natural gifts and a community that cares. And here is lesson 2. Kennedy in his presidential inauguration said, "Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. Ask what you can do for your city." It is up to us to make that change. As you all would have noticed, we are launching an incomplete building with lots and lots of work to do. In today's world of smart PR, cleaned up photography, and instant gratification, we seem to have lost an understanding that interventions like Third Space are always works in progress. We need to learn what our society will and how it will use this, and we need to adapt to it. We need to journey to completion, and it is likely that this will be an extremely long journey. We're hoping for a more complete building than less. But hey, we decided to open sooner and then carry on. I hope that you all will help us make this place better. This is lesson number 3. Life shouldn't be about striving for perfection. I know we just heard the panel say something slightly different. It should be about getting things done, working hard, learning from them, and growing and changing. I would like to close by asking the 1,000 people who worked on this building over the last 33 months. They contributed so much and worked so hard. It's not architects or funders who make places, it's people. It is through their hard work that we got here. Through the COVID second wave and a year of unprecedented rain, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, I have just seen a dedication to hard work, tenacity, quality, and leadership that fill me with hope that we will succeed in our local, national, and global fight against climate change, biodiversity, poverty, and sickness. The young people who came here and toiled, worked so hard, these are the young people who will deliver us to a better future. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, sir, for your warm note. It has beautifully set the tone for our next section.